Hey guys, I'm about to film a video where I will be placing these rails for the solar panel, and in order to do that I have to remove my Bunkers brand traction boards, and probably this is going to be the last time I'll be in a long time able to see the frame, because I have never used the traction boards yet. Here is where they are mounted. As you can see, I have also utilized these very nice looking aluminum panels or boxes. I will link them down to the description. Got them from Amazon, and each one goes for $100. They are solid aluminum boxes, quite nice quality, never leaked. I have it for 1 year already. The only thing I did is added a lock here. This is done by me. It is a mechanical lock, but also has this tongue that goes here. It has a key, but the tongue mechanically holds it. Here it has just a simple key lock, which you have to unlock in order to open it up. The lock itself is a little flimsy. It goes through the top panel, or no, it goes to the bottom panel. It goes somewhere, so it kind of messes up it's not a flat surface, I want to say that. So it is tricky to put something large, but very easy to put small bits and things that I have right there, where I hold my ropes and kind of tools for the vehicle, and also the pulley in case my vehicle gets stuck. As you can see, it was damaged due to the during the shipping, but the second one came intact. I had to put some elbow grease to straighten that guy out, but you can still see the damage. Alright, so we are not talking about these guys. I will tell you, if you are interested later on, what I have in them. Okay, and why I prefer them to the plastic ones. This is the holder that I made. It is made from this my already famous aluminum panels, 3mm thick, and this is the holes. I will tell you how I did it basically. Well, I can tell you the measurements because you have to do it for yourself, because it can go for any kind of brand. Bunkers is the one I prefer because it is cheap, for one, much cheaper than this famous brand that is called something I forgot in the traction board sphere, and also it stacks quite nicely. I do believe that the ability to stack on itself should be the number one priority for having a nice traction board. If you cannot stack your traction boards, then you suck. Alright, so as you can see, I have used 4 lines, 2 large ones, just made sure that the ends are in the places where the mounting holes go on the traction board, and the mounting holes are here and there, like next to the handle. This is the long version. Of course you can use this guy as well, but I decided to use the mounting holes in order to fasten them. So the length is decided by the length of this distance between the mounting holes. The width, of course, is decided by the dimensions of your preferred traction board. And then comes the mounts. I have decided to mount two times in the rails. Well, it doesn't really matter where you mount it, just make sure that the measurement is correct, and do not mess up this distribution. But even if you do, there's no really big deal if you kick one here and one there, for example. And then comes the connecting points. That is an overkill, I think. Didn't really wanted to make only 1 bolt, because then it can swivel, but 2 is already an overkill in this case, so spent 8 there, which is definitely not necessary. But I still simply wanted it to be firmly attached, and now it holds the shape even if it is not connected here. Then I used this long bolt. I believe it was like 15 centimeters long. If I'm not wrong, maybe I am, I don't know. It just is more than enough for the 2 bunkers to go in, but unfortunately I'm not sure if it is enough for 4 ones. I definitely want to add 2 more, but I'm afraid that it won't be enough and I will have to disassemble this guy and get a new larger ones. The way of mounting is quite simple for me. I simply use the same nut and same washer on top and just mount it like that. The place it is, as you can see, it is concealed from the eye's view. On the rear I have my Chinese brand that very nice actually awning, which I use for camping, and also there is this thin LED light for rearing, so it is covered in that way. And in front, of course, you have this large area and you can see it in front as well. And as I only have two rows of these guys, like unless you are looking at it from some kind of apartment, you cannot see that there is something mounted in here. So I have never bothered to get any kind of locking mechanism for these guys. I don't even know if I stop at 10%, any of them will tell me what it is, because overlanding, and especially using these guys, is not really famous in Georgia yet. Well, if I find myself one day missing these guys, I will probably change my tactics. The one thing I might have changed if I was doing it once again, I would probably go for the middle versions, which are a little smaller. We can see them on the screen. There is a small version. I do not really recommend that because I don't think that will be very practical unless you have a severe issue of not having enough space in your rig. But I do believe that having 4 medium-sized ones is better than having large-sized ones, but only 2. Alright, so this is the way they look when they are mounted. As you can see, there is still plenty of space left. In terms of clearance, I can really easily add 2 more and won't be higher than my aluminum crates, but I'm not really sure if the bolts itself is going to take 2 more. But at some stage, once I'm done modifying some other more necessary things, I'll definitely add them here as well. I really think that they look quite nice. They are a little larger in terms of length. That's another problem that might have been solved if I purchased the medium-sized ones. And they are, as you can see, almost in line with them in the back as well. I just made sure to use 100% of the space as much as I could in order to get little back, because I want this area to be more free. Alright, so again, as I said, mounting is very easy. You just put the washer in to prevent this smaller area to pressuring the plastic if there is some force that tries to lift it out. But to be honest, it is very well, the top part not so much, but it is very difficult to put the lower one. As you can see, I'm pulling on it, it's not even budging. It's like firmly stuck in there. That's, I believe, is a bug, not a feature, because it's very hard to pull them out, but works as a feature because you do not really want to pull them out that often. Again, I have never pulled them out for usage purposes, only for showcasing. So yeah, I think it's a nice thing as well. If you for some reason forget to pull these bolts on, there is not a large probability that due to the wind it's going to fly off. So yeah, that was it. Hope you liked this fascinating technique.